Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Business Podcast, your source for all things business. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Rachel K. Cross on the line, and she's Chief Marketing Sherpa over at Rachel K. Group. Rachel, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited.
All right, so I'm excited to get into today's topic. So creating a career that you love, a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, executives listening, and who wouldn't want to do that? So I'm excited to get into it. But before we do, let's talk a little bit more about what you're doing over at Rachel K. Group. Tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
Yeah, thanks. So we're a boutique marketing consulting firm that specializes in brand strategy and marketing communication strategy. And then we have another arm of the business that focuses on helping people launch freelance careers, especially people who are currently full-time corporate professionals who feel stuck.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's why I wanted you on the show today, to start talking about creating a career that you love. So, where do you want to start with this one?
Well, I think the number one thing I want people to leave with after hearing this is just a belief that they have control of their destiny, right? That we can actually make choices and create a career that works for us versus just taking any job or feeling like stuck in whatever, profession we've chosen, or maybe it was inherited or whatever the case is. I really want people to understand that there is freedom and flexibility and joy. And one of the ways that you can do that in your career potentially is starting business, starting freelancing, using the skills that you already have.
So what do you think some of the benefits are of, because I don't want to assume, like, some people listening are like, they don't really necessarily know what some of the benefits are of becoming a freelancer, kind of going that direction. What would you say that lifestyle provides versus maybe your typical 9-to-5?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. Thank you for asking that. I think number one, flexibility, right? So I get to decide, for the most part, when I work, how I work, and what projects I work on, what clients I work with. And that's the number one thing. I think the second thing for me is the sense of freedom. So one of the goals I had when I started the business, for example, that I wanted to take 6 weeks of vacation a year, which sounds nuts, right, to people.
That's
like,
6 weeks of vacation a week. I want to be a freelancer. Sign me up. What, 6 weeks?
Exactly.
If I get 6 hours, they work me.
Exactly. And so, I structure my business in a way, and all of my clients know every year that I'm going to take probably a month off, usually 3 to 4 weeks every summer, and then 2 weeks over Christmas. And it's just, I've structured my business in a way that allows me to do that. And, that might not be someone else's goal, but that's just an example of the freedom to really design your life around your business versus your profession dictating the way that your life is designed.
What kind of feedback have you gotten from some of the people that you work with, either that are your clients and or that are just other freelancers, like in your community? Just so people have a feel that there is a community surrounding this. I don't think everybody also knows that.
Yeah, I think, one of the things, or I'd say myths of being a freelancer, is that all of a sudden you're going to be all alone. And I can tell you, I am, on a scale of 1 to 5 of being an extrovert, I'm like a 20. So I need people. I get energized by people, and I've been working, by myself as a consultant and freelance coach for 9 years, and I don't feel lonely because there is a community. I think that was a great point. So I work with a lot of other freelancers. I hire them for my business, and then obviously helping coach other people. I get a sense of community, and the thing that I hear a lot is, I didn't know I could do it. I didn't have the belief that it was possible. And that's, I think, for me, the most, like I said in the beginning, the most exciting part is for people to really change their mindset and understand this is something they can do. They need to probably do some mindset work and eliminate some limiting beliefs and some other things, but it's possible. And it's possible for, in my opinion, anyone who wants to do it.
And I think there's another myth out there that freelancers are only, and I think it might be just because of the understanding of the word and kind of professional communities and original. When you think of a freelancer, a lot of people, the first thing that comes to mind, their mind is like a writer, like a journalist or somebody that's writing. And the freelance community is just so much bigger. You don't have to be a writer to be, or a graphic designer to be a freelancer. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, that's a great point. I think that's why I love this idea. You can use the skill you have. So you might be an accountant. You might be really good with numbers, and that could be your freelance business. You might be a, other freelance. Think about landscape.
By the way, you just blew a lot of people's minds right now that are listening. They're like, wait a minute, accountants can be, how does that work? Like you just now flip their reality. They're like, what?
Yeah, I think, and so right, because I think freelancing feels like a creative endeavor only. To your point, writers or graphic designers. I work with a ton of videographers, but think about web programmers. I have my accountant is a freelancer. He doesn't work for a company. He works for himself. Think about, I have someone who now is starting to freelance just by gathering different arts and crafts and then selling them on like a Facebook marketplace. So yes, that's still using the skill she has, which is collecting these arts and crafts and sourcing them, but then using it for her own business versus doing that like as a buyer for a company, for example. So I think we have to really change the definition of freelancing to say like using the skills and passions you have to create your own business.
That's awesome. So, Rachel, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information on Rachel K Group, what's the best way for them to reach out and to connect?
The best way is you can email me, Rachel, RACHEL, at rachelkgroup.com, or you can visit my website, rachelkgroup.com. And if you're interested in learning how to become a freelancer, rachelkgroup.com/coaching.
Fantastic. Well, Rachel, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background and all the great work you're doing to help people create careers that they love. Awesome stuff there. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review in the Apple iTunes store, and if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Business, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the video. Love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And Rachel, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thank you so much. I had a great time.